Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows when you're all alone at home? There's a world that exists parallel to ours, unseen, unheard, and often unnoticed. It's a world that occasionally collides with ours, leaving behind inexplicable phenomena, chilling experiences, and terrifying stories that defy logic. One couple dared to explore this unseen world, confronting the terror that lies within. They were Ed and Lorraine Warren, renowned paranormal investigators. The Warrens dedicated their lives to the field of the paranormal, investigating cases of hauntings, possessions, and other supernatural occurrences. Their work wasn't for the faint of heart. It was a journey that took them to the darkest corners of reality, where the line between the living and the dead blurred into obscurity. Among their most infamous cases are the ones that have been immortalized in popular culture, brought to life on the silver screen and sending chills down the spines of millions worldwide. Perhaps you've heard of The Conjuring, a tale of a family tormented by a malevolent spirit in their new home. Or Annabelle, the story of a seemingly innocent doll that harbored an evil entity. And who could forget the Amityville haunting, a case so horrifying that it remains one of the most debated paranormal events of the 20th century. But these were just the tip of the iceberg. The Warrens' case files are filled with countless other encounters, each more spine-chilling than the last. Stories of dark entities, haunted objects, and malevolent forces that threaten to disrupt the balance of our world. These stories are not for the weak-hearted. They are tales of the unseen terror, the shadows that lurk in our world, waiting for the right moment to make their presence known. They serve as a reminder that we are not alone, that there's more to our reality than what meets the eye. So, are you ready? Brace yourself, gather your courage, and open your mind. Prepare yourself as we delve into the chilling chronicles of the Warren Hauntings. Our journey into the abyss begins in the year 1971, with the infamous Perron family haunting. In the quiet town of Harrisville, Rhode Island, the Perron family discovered that their dream farmhouse was more of a nightmare. The family of 7 moved into what they thought would be a peaceful haven, but it wasn't long before they encountered a series of eerie happenings. They reported objects moving on their own, strange noises in the middle of the night, and even sightings of ghostly apparitions roaming the house. As the hauntings escalated, the terrified family sought help from renowned paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens, already known for their work with the supernatural, took on the case with a sense of urgency. Their investigation revealed a history of tragedy and death associated with the property, leading them to believe that the family was dealing with a powerful, malevolent spirit. The Warrens' involvement brought a new level of intensity to the haunting. The spirit, identified as a witch named Bathsheba, seemed to focus her wrath primarily on the family's mother, Carolyn Perron. The Warrens believed that Bathsheba had made a pact with the devil and was intent on possessing Carolyn to claim her life. The family's ordeal culminated in a terrifying seance where Lorraine Warren attempted to communicate with the vengeful spirit. The details of what transpired that night remain cloaked in mystery, but it's reported that the event was so traumatic, it forced the Warrens to retreat from the house. Despite the harrowing experiences, the Perron family continued to live in the house for nearly a decade before finally moving out. The events that unfolded in their farmhouse inspired the hit horror movie, The Conjuring, bringing the Perron family's chilling experiences to the global stage. The Perron family's ordeal was just the beginning of the Warrens' encounters with the supernatural. As we delve deeper into the Warrens' cases, we'll discover that their fight against the unseen was far from over. In 1970, a year before The Conjuring, an innocent-looking doll named Annabelle was anything but. This statement is a chilling reminder of the true nature of the world of the paranormal. Annabelle, an unassuming Raggedy Ann doll, became the center of a terrifying series of events that led to the involvement of Ed and Lorraine Warren, the renowned paranormal investigators. The story of Annabelle begins with 2 roommates, Donna and Angie, who were gifted the doll by Donna's mother. They noticed strange occurrences, such as the doll changing positions on its own, and even finding handwritten notes around their apartment. Their concern grew when one day they found the doll standing upright, blood-like substance on its hands. This is when they sought the help of a medium, who communicated with the spirit supposedly possessing the doll. The medium claimed the spirit was of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins, who had died on the property. Feeling sympathetic, the girls allowed the spirit to remain in the doll. However, this was a mistake. The entity was not the spirit of a young girl, it was something far more sinister. Ed and Lorraine Warren were eventually called in to investigate. The Warrens quickly recognized that the doll was not possessed by a human spirit, but by a demonic entity, which was using the doll as a conduit to manipulate and terrorize the girls. The Warrens performed a blessing in the apartment to cleanse it and took the doll with them for safekeeping. Today, Annabelle is contained in a glass case blessed by a Catholic priest at the Warrens Occult Museum in Connecticut. Despite being contained, it's said that the doll still moves and causes disturbances, a chilling reminder of its dark past. Annabelle, a seemingly harmless doll, became an unforgettable chapter in the Warrens' paranormal encounters. This tale serves as a stark reminder that not all is as it seems in the world of the paranormal, and sometimes the most innocent-looking objects can harbor the most malevolent entities. In 1975, a house in Amityville, New York, became the site of one of the most controversial hauntings in history. The story begins with a grisly tragedy. In the early morning hours of November 13, 1974, 6 members of the DeFeo family were found murdered in their beds. The sole survivor, Ronald DeFeo Jr., was charged with the crime, but he claimed that voices in the house compelled him to commit the horrific act. A year later, the Lutz family moved into the house, completely unaware of the sinister events that had unfolded within its walls. Their stay was short-lived. In less than a month, the Lutzes fled the house, leaving all their belongings behind. They reported strange phenomena, objects moving on their own, unexplained noises, and a sense of an unseen presence. The Lutzes' experiences were so terrifying that they sought help from renowned paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. When the Warrens stepped into the Amityville house, they were met with an oppressive, dark force. Lorraine, a clairvoyant, was particularly affected. She described feeling a malevolent presence, a sensation so intense that it left her physically ill. The Warrens concluded that the house was indeed haunted, a claim that stirred controversy among skeptics and believers alike. The Amityville case quickly became a media sensation. Books were written and movies were made, each offering their own interpretation of the events. However, the truth remained elusive. Critics argued that the haunting was fabricated, a clever ruse concocted for financial gain. Others, particularly those who had experienced the house's chilling atmosphere firsthand, maintained that the terror was real. Despite the controversy, the Amityville case left an indelible mark on the world of paranormal investigation. It challenged our understanding of the unseen and the unexplainable. For the Warrens, it was another testament to the existence of a world beyond our comprehension, a world where spirits and entities roam, unseen but always present. The Amityville horror remains one of the most disputed and chilling cases in the Warrens' career. The Conjuring, Annabelle, and Amityville were not the only shadows the Warrens faced. In their long-standing career, the Warrens investigated a plethora of cases that sent chills down the spine of the ordinary. One such case was the Enfield poltergeist in England, where 2 young sisters were reportedly tormented by an unrelenting spirit. The Warrens were called in to investigate, and what they found was a chilling display of supernatural activity. Then there was the Smurl haunting, a case that spanned 15 long years. The Smurl family in Pennsylvania claimed to be terrorized by a demonic entity that caused physical harm and even levitated their children. The Warrens' involvement in this case further solidified their reputation in the annals of paranormal investigation. These are but a few of the many cases that the Warrens took on, each case a testament to the Warrens' unwavering courage in the face of the unknown. The Warrens' encounters remind us that sometimes the real horror lies in what we cannot see. As we've journeyed through the unseen terror, we've witnessed the chilling tales of The Conjuring, the eerie story of Annabelle, the haunting of Amityville, and other unearthly encounters. Each of these tales is a testament to the Warrens' chilling investigations and their relentless pursuit of understanding the unseen. Their stories are not just about the horror, but also about the courage to face the unknown, the strength to stand up against the unseen, and the will to shed light on the shadows. If these tales have piqued your interest, I encourage you to delve deeper, to explore more about the Warrens and their cases. Their investigations offer a unique window into a world that many of us can hardly fathom. If you enjoyed this journey into the Warrens' eerie world, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay safe and remember, not everything is as it seems.